Hello students, in this video we are going to learn the complement instructions of the logical group. Student, as the name suggests, complement, we have instruction that complements the content of accumulator. Okay, in order to complement the content, we have the instruction that is CMA. First of all, let us see what is complement. Complement means replacement of 0 with 1. Means if there is 1 0 0 1, so what is the complement of this? This is 0 1 1 0. This means a complement. If we want to perform this group of instruction, or if we want to perform such task, okay, so we need to provide complement instruction of 8085 microprocessor, that is CMA. CMA means complement the content of accumulator. Complement the content of accumulator. Okay, it means then the content that is present into accumulator will be complemented. Only the content that is present in accumulator will be complemented. Okay, we can get a complement of the content by this instruction of only one condition is there, when the content is placed in accumulator. It means that the content that is present in accumulator will be complemented. The format and the specification, or we can say what is the format of CMA. Okay, so the format of CMA is going to complement the content of accumulator. Okay, here will I write complement the content of accumulator, and the result goes into accumulator. Result will be stored in accumulator. Addressing mode will be implied addressing mode. The group to which it belongs is logical. It is 1 byte instruction, and the flag that it modify or affect, that is none. It does not affect any flag. Let us take one example on CMA. Suppose accumulator contains 20H, that is a input. Now we want to find complement of this, so we will use CMA instruction. When we use CMA instruction, the content of accumulator will be complemented. How it will be complement? First, this content we have to convert into binary. Okay, we have to convert into a binary form. How we'll do? Suppose A is 20. If we want to convert into binary, what we should do? We have to first take 2. What is the value of 2? 0 0 1 0. Now 0. What is the value of 0? We write simply 0 0. Correct? Yes? Okay. Now when complement will be acting on it, so 0 0 will be replaced by 1 1. 1 will be changed into 0, and this 0 to 1, and the last 4 digit will be replaced by 1 1 1. Means wherever there is 0, it will be changed into 1. Okay, then we have to specify the content. So what will be the content here? A1101, that is D. Okay, then 1111, it is 15. So in a hexadecimal, how we write 15? We write F H. Okay, so in this way the content will be complemented by microprocessor, and we get the result. We get the result as A will have now DFH. This is the complement. Understood? We can use CMA while writing the program also, in case we used to find complement of any content. When we need to find complement of any content, we will be using CMA. In case we want to complement the content of carry, so there is also one more instruction to complement the content of carry, that is CMC. It means complement carry. It means complement carry. CMC means complement carry. The format of complement carry is, it is going to complement the carry flag. Okay, the carry flag will be complemented, the bits that is in carry will be complemented. Okay, it is implied, similar like CMA, it is implied. Group logical, it comes in logical group. Byte 1, flag only carry will be affected. In this, only carry flag will be affected, but in CMA no flags are affected. Okay, let us see this CMA instruction by writing a program, assembly language program. So on screen you have a question. Write an assembly language program to complement the content stored in block of memory location C200H and onwards. The length of the block is stored in C100H location. Store the result in memory location starting from C300H and onwards. Student, please take a notebook and pen and start writing. Okay, the way I am explaining, you also write into your notebook. Okay, in this, the thing that we need to remember, that we have to keep in mind, is that it is going to complement the content that is present in C200 and onwards. Onwards means C2001, C201, C202, C203, like this. But the length, whatever the length, how much, what is the limit of this, okay, of this block, we can say ये block का limit कितना है, ये block, what is the limit of this block? It is going to specified in C100H location. It will be specified in C100H location. Okay, and the result is going to be stored in memory location starting from C300H and onwards. Let's come on the screen. We have the starting location, we have the input location, that is first thing is given C200. Okay, like this till end, many location may be there, depends on our length. Okay, the output location will be in C300. The location, how much is there in C200, the length of C200 will be equal to C300, means how much input is there, that much output location will also be there. Okay, now we need to give a limit, we need to specify the length or size of the block. So that length and size is specified in C100H location. If I say 04, So means only 4 location I am going to get. 1, 2, 3, 4. Only 4. 4 location for input, 4 location for output. Whatever I am going to specify in this, that much only I will get the length. Okay. Now we will start developing a program. The first thing we need to write is to specify the location. We need to specify the location of input and output. What is the location? Starting location. The starting location is given C200H. Okay. And what is the output location is given? It is C300H. Right? Now it is having a length. What is the total length that has been specified? Okay, so that has been given in C100. It has been specified in the location C100. It is given here C100. Okay, students. Now we will write code for this. We will write instruction for this two things. What is that instruction? We need to first specify this location. We need to first specify location for C200. Okay. Or first let us specify location C200 first. What is the code? We write LXI H comma C200H. Okay. Now we need to specify this location also, output. So I took HL pair here. Now another pair I can take, that is DE pair. So I will write D. So what is the way? We will write LXI D comma C300H. Understood? Now what we need to do? We need to specify the length. That length is given in C100. The size of the block is specified in C100. Only one block is there. We can use LDA. Instruction. Yes, we can write LDA instruction. LDA C100H. Okay. Now let us see the logic of this program. Whenever we specify any instruction with C200, the first byte will always go into memory. Okay, suppose I have here 01 or 04. Okay, 04 is there, so that 04 will automatically come in memory also, because M is specified. It is made by HL pair, group of HL pair. Okay, points to memory location. We write a word M. Okay, yes. So what we have to do? First, remember this. Now, whatever is there here, we use LDA. So by default, that is in accumulator. Suppose I specified my size 05. 05 will be also present in accumulator. Okay, so we need to move this in some register. Like if in accumulator is having 05, we need to keep it as a counter. So I will move this content in C register. What is that instruction to move this content in C register? It is move C comma A. When we write this, whatever content is present in this location, okay, C100 size, that will come in C register. This much is clear to all. Now we have got a counter. For the location. Yes. Now by default, whatever will be in memory, that have to go in accumulator. That input have to go in accumulator, because accumulator contain is that content which we can do complement. Other register content we cannot complement. We have to take that content into accumulator first. We have to move this content in accumulator first, then we can apply CMA instruction. Understood? It means the input, suppose 04 is the input, so this 04 has to go in accumulator first. This 04 has to go into accumulator. Okay, then only we can specify this 04 have to go in accumulator. Then we can provide CMA instruction. To take this content into accumulator, what instruction we use, or which instruction we use? We use move a comma m, means whatever is there in memory will come into accumulator. Clear? So we write next instruction like move a comma m. Okay, yes. Now the content is present in accumulator. Now I can provide CMA instruction. Yes, this CMA instruction will do complement of the content whatever is present in accumulator. Whatever is present in accumulator, that will be complemented. So what is present in accumulator? 04. So that 04 will be complemented. Okay, so what we get after complementing 04? Now we convert this into binary form. 0 0 0 0. 4 will be written in this way. Now what is the complement of this? We get 1 1 1 1. Again 1 0 1 1. This becomes F. This becomes B, that is 11, FB. Okay, after 9 it comes alphabet like A B C D E F, then 1 0. So 1 1 1 1, that is 15. So 15 is written in hexadecimal F by F. 1 0 1 1, that is 11. So it is written by B. Now this content will be stored in accumulator. So we want to take this content into the location C300, right? We have to take this into the location C300. So what I will do, I will take this as by the help of data transfer group instruction, that is STAXD. Understood? Now this means it is going to take the content of accumulator to DE pair pointed memory location, means the memory location that has been pointed by DE pair will take this content of the content will be given in this way. 04 will come in C30. Now the answer will come. What was the answer? What was the answer here? What answer we got? We got D. We got FB. See answer. What was the answer? Video. Take video back and see the answer. It is FB. FB will come in C300. Now we need to go in C201. We need to go in C301. It will not go directly. What we have to do? Increment. Yes. So we have to write the steps for incrementing also. I have to increment the content of HL pair. So I wrote INXH. Increment HL pair. I have to increment the DE pair, that is C300 to C301. I will write INXD. But here the counter that was 5 has to be decremented. Means we were having 5 location. Okay, in 5 location we have to transfer data, or we have to complement the content that is present in this 5 data or 5 location. So what we do? We have to decrement it. we will decrement it. Oh, now this is a register, so we will write DCRC. We will write DCRC in this way, DCRC. Okay, now it will decrement the content unless and until we get 0. It will decrease, 5 will come, then counter will be 5, then 4, 3, 2, 1, till we get 0, counter 0. Till that it will decrement, it will keep on decrementing. Okay, it will keep on decrementing. So we need to specify one instruction that will keep a track of all these decrementing purpose. Okay, so we have J and Z instruction. We have J and Z instruction. Now this J and Z will decrement, will check whether now counter has become 0. If the counter has not become 0, so we have to specify a label. So here I am writing a label L1. Okay, now this L1 label will go as a repetitive process. Now this L1 is like a label where we want to repeat again task, repeat again the instruction. So this L1 will go to the move A comma M. It will go to move A comma M. It means that it will come to this point and repeat entire instruction again. It will repeat entire instruction, this many instruction again. We don't need to write now again this is all instruction. That work will be done by this J and Z. It will repeat till DCRC, then J and Z will come. Once I will get my counter 0, once I will get my counter 0, now it is a time to come out of this loop. So what we will write? We will write an instruction that will stop this all process. So that is RST1. Okay, in this way we have written a program to complement the content of accumulator, or the complement the content that is present in memory location from C200, okay, till C300. Now let us take one flashback on this program again. What was the aim? The aim says we have to complement the content stored in the block of memory location C200H and onwards. Onwards means after C200, whatever location will come, that will come in and onwards. Okay, the length of the block is stored in C100. We have not been specified with the length, so that length will be given in C100H. The result will be stored in memory location that is starting from C300H and onwards. Means whatever location is the C200 and whatever is the location of ending, like C2, suppose C204. So starting location of output also begins from C300 till it will go till C304 equal. Okay. So what we done? We have made a logic. This logic. Okay. We got input, we got the output location, we have just made one logical layout. Okay, we have made one logical layout how the program is going to perform. We create a logic. Okay, the basic thing that you need to write, that is a instruction. This program you need to write. This thing is just for your understanding purpose. No need to make all these things, just you have to write these things, this code. Writing this many code, one code if you are writing, it will give you a mark, 5 marks in your theory paper. And this code, if it come in practical, it will give a weightage of 50 mark. So this is a very important assembly language program. Assembly language program is very important. Okay, for your percentage purpose also, and for your learning and career purpose also. So give attention to it. Now Alexa H, it will initialize C200. Alexa D, it will initialize output location C300. LDS C100, it will give a track of, or we can get a length. It has been stored in C100. Okay, that thing we have to first move into our register, that is C. Now what I will do, I will first take that input. I will take my input that was present in memory. that was present in memory to accumulator. So what instruction we specified? We specified move a comma m. Then CMA, we complemented that content that was there in accumulator. If we don't move that content from memory to accumulator, we will not be able to complement our input. Okay. Then STAX, that is it will store the content of accumulator to a memory location that has been pointed by DE pair. Then comes increment HL pair, then increment DE pair, then decrement the counter. Counter will be decremented till it gets 0. Okay, so for that purpose we write JNZ. L1 is the label. This L1 we have to give to the location from where we have to repeat all these tasks again and again. Okay, then once our logic is getting or our condition is getting satisfied, we get a counter 0. Then it comes to the next location, then it comes to the next instruction, and we have to specify here that is stop, that is RST1. We will specify RST1. Okay, this was a simple program using complement instruction CMA. Now any difficulty or doubt? Suppose now if I change a question in this way, suppose it is told to find 2's complement. It is told to find 2's complement. Now what is a 2's complement? Suppose next any program, your one exercise, or you can say your homework, one question I'm giving you for homework. Same thing is the aim, but instead of 1's complement you have to find 2's complement. So what is 2's complement? I will make these ideas clear first. First, suppose I have a number 07. This 07 I will convert into binary. Okay, now first I will get 1's complement. 1's complement. So 1's complement means 1 1 1 1 1 0 0 0. So in 2's complement what we do? The last bits. Where is the last bit? This. Here we add 1. We add 1. So 0 1 1. All things we have to keep like this only, and we get a 2's complement. 1's complement, this is your 1's complement CMA. What you done here? You just added 1 to the content. So what you will do? You will write instruction to add 1. So what things that you are going to add? Which instruction you are going to add here? You will be adding. Here I got CMA. Okay, now before writing STAXD, okay, I will write one instruction, that is INRA, increment accumulator. What we done? We added 1 in answer, right? So the content of accumulator we have to increment it by 1 and just write the same steps. This will give you your 2's complement. This program becomes now 2's complement. So first program example that was of 1's complement. Now it is 2's complement. You got the logic of 2's complement, everyone? Now student, your homework is write this program once in your book. Write this program once in your book. Write this program, okay, one time. And also write a program to find 2's complement. Okay, the logic that we have discussed, everything I have given here. Okay, write it in your notebook and do practice of this program. Okay, so we stop the lectures video here. Any difficulty is there? Then you can comment it. Thank you.